This aft cockpit area on the Lagoon 450 is one of my favorite features on the boat. There is ample seating for all of your guests and friends to be able to sit here at the main salon table. And as you can see right now, Caroline is enjoying this lovely settee. Underneath the settee, we have a very large storage area. The cushions are all of very high quality. They're very rugged, but yet very elegant. It's a good material.
The Lagoon 450 also features integrated garbage disposal, as well as an integrated drink cooler with the drain at the bottom.
Right here we've got a lovely bar area with an additional refrigerator and ice maker. As we come to expect on all of these cats, we're really looking for this lovely aft egress from both of the scoops on the back of the boat and being able to get from port to starboard on the boat. As we would expect, it should be very easy and unintrusive. Right above my head here is the Aft Sunroof Opening, and there we are, there's Caroline. She's up on the fly bridge, and you can see this scoop here is going to be able to catch lots of breeze and air down into the bottom cockpit area. But more importantly, I'm able to talk to you and say, what's up? Hey, I think I'm gonna have lunch ready in a minute. Come on down.
Sounds good. What are you making?
Everything.
Better not be liquid lunch.
Yeah, there you go. Living on a boat is great. This table's fantastic. It can be broken down and stored into this above locker assembly. It has a safety on it so it doesn't open unexpectedly. When it drops down, you're able to store the table inside it. Lots of storage here, very open, and has the ability to be fully enclosed. Come with me and we'll walk up and take a look at the helm.
This is how you steer in the islands when the autopilot's not engaged. Hey Pete, engage the autopilot.
Yeah. Well, this boat's got a full complement of electronics. They're all B&G, which is a great upgrade if you ask me. Lagoon started doing this several years ago, and B&G electronics are designed specifically for sailing. You've got autopilot controls, you've got your sailing instruments with wind speed and direction and point of sail. We've also got our speed and depth, and then we've got a fully integrated multifunction display, which is repeated down on a display in the main salon. So everything you do here will be transferred automatically down there, and you can jump from station to station with very seamless integration. We've also got a chain counter here, which is going to tell you how much scope and line you're putting out when you're anchoring. Then we've got our two main control panels for our engines with all the standard alarms and your main ignition switches. We've got a nice leather wrap on our wheel, dual helm controls.
Here I am demonstrating the Sun Lounger, but I'm a real shade lover, which is why I really love this extra large bimini. And it has side curtains all around.
Yeah, the full enclosure is really wonderful when you're doing some blue water sailing and a crossing, to be able to close this area up. I mentioned the boat originally came from the Chesapeake, and having the full enclosure for the flybridge certainly extends the season. In the Bahamas, you're probably not going to want it too much, but it is certainly worth having for inclement weather, and you'll use it more than you think you will. All of the winches on the vessel are electric, 2-speed, high and low, all activated by the foot pedals right below the winch. So you'll see we've got electric winch for our outhaul, main sheet, traveler, but we also have it for the tender, which is great because we all know it's pretty hard to pull up. These tenders on these boats start to get fairly large, and having a little assistance pulling it up is just an added benefit and a great option. Here from the top, we can see the sunroof here, looking down into the cockpit. It's for the air. Getting the air and the breeze down into that area is just absolutely lovely. It can change the temperature down there several degrees.
Speaking of attention to detail that these owners have taken, all the lines are labeled, which takes the guesswork out of it.
This boat is well above average. The condition of the gel coat and the material here is absolutely Bristol. The boat appears new, and that is so hard to find today. New bottom paint, full sail drive service, full engine services. and it has been fully detailed and waxed. There are no scratches, no dings, no dents. It's really amazing. It has been kept very well, and the boat has been used. It's not like it sat on the dock. These people just took excellent care of the boat. I wish we had thousands of owners like this. It's hard to find. Rigging's in excellent condition. It's all been recently inspected and ready for survey. The stainless has all just been recompounded and is really shining and looking just absolutely spectacular. You can really see the shine coming off of the boat. You only really achieve this when you wax it and take care of it. This boat's got a great base on it. So another wonderful benefit of the Cat in general, specifically the Lagoon, is the expansive deck here on the side. When I walk forward on the boat, I've got great handholds. There's nothing in my way. I've got great footing all the way through, and it brings me forward into this lovely forward lounging area and trampoline. All your lines are stowed properly. Not many trip hazards on the boat. Clearly the forward seating area on all these Cats has really gotten to be extremely popular. And I really do favor the Lagoon layout. You've seen some other models that have a front door that you walk through to get out into the cockpit area. You lose a little bit of seating, and it takes away a lot of the storage and cabinetry on the interior of the Salon. We've got our ground tackle, chain, windlass. Everything is smartly laid out. The trampoline is in excellent condition, and our rigging is in excellent condition, with the sails really having been maintained and cared for. The boat has about 900 hours on the engines. Currently, the owners have done quite a bit of sailing. They've really enjoyed it, but when they're not using the boat, they've taken their sails off and stored them. Everything is just in great condition. Here on the side, Caroline's just, thank you very much. She's opened up the engine compartment for the generator. I've got enough room I can get in here. It's got a great sound shield on it, so it's not going to be deafening loud when you're running it. I like the fact the generator is forward, not in the aft on top of the engine. We've got all of our electrical conduits and connections all smartly laid out. These will close and latch. All of the cushions have new snaps on them. And also up forward, you're going to see wonderful storage areas up in the bow lockers. They're kind of act as our garage on the boat. They're where we're going to put a number of our water sports and items that we use not every day but want to have access to. And once again, we've got Caroline down in the forward areas.
Let me show you what the forepeak represents. This is ideal for occasional crew or teenagers. You've got some storage on either side, a bit of shelving, and a window for ventilation. There's additional storage down below.
Clearly, it's a place where you can have overflow onto the deck with people that want their own space outside of a cabin. It's actually a wonderful place to sleep, and it can also be used for storage, so utilize it as you wish.
With almost 1,000 Lagoon 450s built, they really are tried and true. The sail plan is easy to handle. We have the ability to sail just about half the speed of wind in regular cruising conditions.
All lines run to the cockpit, which is a huge help when you're sailing with limited crew. One person can control the boat quite easily. You can sail it quite aggressively, or you can sail it quite leisurely. It's really up to you.
Pete, why don't you show us the engines? There's just under 1,000 hours, and they're super clean. It's a joy to show them.
I can't wait to show you this engine compartment because I'm not going to get any grease on my hands because this has been really well maintained. Come on back. One thing I want to point out, they have done the upgraded sound deadening foam on the interior. This stuff's usually in pretty poor shape when you see a boat that comes up for brokerage. This is absolutely perfect. It just goes to once again highlight how well the boat has been cared for. This particular boat is rigged with 57 horsepower, so Yanmar diesel engine. This one's been very well maintained. The engine compartment is clean, great ventilation. Our valves for the sail drive, they still work. If you've ever surveyed a boat before, you probably know what I'm talking about. Often this valve right here is seized. This is not. It's been exercised, works excellent. Very easy to check your fluids, very easy to do a service. Everything's extremely accessible. It's a secondary fuel pump here with a primer, saltwater pickup, your secondary, and then you've got up here your rudder post and quadrant with the tie bar going over to the other side, connecting the two rudders together. all very accessible. And lots of room for fenders and all kinds of things that you use as soon as you get off the dock. It's really a great design and smartly laid out. Love it. And electric winch for your tender. That's a huge, wonderful option if you've ever had to crank one of those up after having a few six-packs. So I just put these tubs back in, and I have to say, just as a note for any boat, this is a great idea. Stow your stuff in these manageable little storage boxes and go ahead and put what's in it on top. When you open up and you're really looking for something, you know, that 10 minutes to get all this stuff organized just makes life so much easier on the boat. And it really highlights the kind of person the owner is. Well, here we are back in the Salon, and it's always so comfortable to sit here. But I want to take this last minute with having you on board. Thank you very much for being with us today and taking a look at this boat. But if you've been looking at the market and been exploring what's going on, you're going to recognize there's really nothing available. Boats are selling before they're even listed. This boat is available. It is ready to be purchased now, and I assure you, it is the top of the pick of everything that's available. So please reach out, don't delay, look at it, watch the video 10, 15 times, call us, Caroline.laviolette or Peter Gulick at the Catamaran Company. This boat is available for sale, and it is not going to be around long, and whoever gets it is going to be really one very fortunate cruiser.
Feel free to reach out, caroline.laviolette at catamarans.com, 954-449-7635, or
Peter Gulick at catamarans.com, 954-449-7637. We look forward to hearing from you, and more importantly, we look forward to seeing you out on the water.